Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're at the NEC Classic Car Show, and I thought I'd give you a bit of an insight into the effort that goes in from all the huge amount of clubs that attend this. Probably the biggest show in the UK, indoor classic car show. This is our stand at the moment, which, as you can see, still has a long way to go. The other guy's on the way up at the moment, but I'm going to do a bit of a vlog and a walk around today, show you what's here. So it's a hive of activity in here with a number of clubs. This is the modern cars hall. A lot of Fords in here and some Japanese cars as well. A number of the clubs already well set up, and others haven't even started yet. So we'll see how this grows over the day. Here we are in Hall 5. A number of the beach buggies coming in at the moment. A lot of the stands starting to take shape now. So really looking good for this weekend. And this is one of many halls, I think 5 in total. Some lovely Alpines. Oh, Sunbeam Alpines even. Sunbeam Tiger. Nice little rally car there as well. Blue TR7 sitting over there. Triumph Stags. So yeah, a lot of polishing to go on now before the day's over. We got a bit of Militaria at the show and a lovely little Integrale sitting there. Love those cars. And look at this, beautiful, just caught my eye over here. So just look at this, look at the shine on it. Beautiful Mini 30, sports back arches and alloys, absolutely immaculate. The shine on it is stunning. So we're in Hall 4 now, Burton Car Club, lovely Mark 1 Escort race car there. And a cheeky little Ferrari. As you can see, there's a huge amount of work goes in the day setting up. Cars coming from all around the country, some of them trailered, some of them driven. The Chevette Owners Club here, already, all carpeted. The 300ZX stand already set up here, looking nice, proper stand for them with full display, and AV on it as well. Look at these Japanese beauties. A really pretty little Opel here, just being finished, ready to go on the stand. And obviously one of the things you have at the show is a restoration workshop, demonstrating some of the skills needed to restore classic cars, including metalwork and other things. Full programme of events over the weekend. You can see it here, various motor skills, making panels, smoothing and filling joints and things like that. And really you end up with a full retail village here, with everything from auto jumble with old parts to tools and things like that. So you should be able to grab pretty much everything here. And some years actually, when we've been working on the cars, come in really helpful for that little tool you hadn't got, to try and help you out. Not quite sure which stand this is going on, but a lovely little Trojan bubble car. I do love a Land Rover, and look at some of these going on the Land Rover stands. Superb, Ratty Mark 1, restored Mark 1. Some later cars, Fire Tender on there as well. It's all go here on the Lancaster Pride of Ownership. We were on this stand a couple of years ago with Ben's car. Real mix from this 1930 Austin through to a lovely Lotus Esprit. And actually, the Esprit itself is Nathan Manga, who used to own a racing Puma, sold his car on to Simon Bradford, and his car here on display. He's talked about it a lot of times, but now we actually get to see it. So this section of Hall 3 is a lot of the cars that are actually for sale at the show. A number of traders with their cars here showing them off, and I'm sure some happy owners will be walking home with some of these after the weekend. Quite modern cars with some Jags and Mercs, Audis. Hopefully we're going to see some much older classics as well. Number of Healy 3000s here, some part way through restoration, show the work that goes on in them. Look at that beautiful little Fiat Topolino. Oh, look at these Stratoses. Oh, they're nice. And then in this hall we've got the iconic auctions, so a number of cars up for sale this weekend, going under the hammer. Some of them with no reserve, so it'll be interesting to see what the market's looking like this year. We see a real selection of cars here, from some quite modern stuff to some pretty vintage stuff. Little Austin 7 Royal Mail van there. Pretty little Fiat 500 here. So in this hall we've got Scimitars, we've got a lot of Jaguars, XJS Club, XJ there. Obviously a number of the cars get covered up, so we don't get to see them until the show opens tomorrow. Very tidy Cortina GT, Daimler SP250s, the Owners Club. Nice, well laid out stand. The Fiat Tipo race car replicas. As you can see, hall after hall after hall this year. Really is fabulous, this show. We actually struggle over the weekend to get to see all the cars in all the halls, so hopefully this gives a good overview. This tends to be more of the trade stands. Obviously Big Maguire showcase in the middle of the hall. A number of trade stands around here. If you want your 4-post lift, this is where you come. Classic editions, car covers, various others, and then some more club stands around. You have to say some real effort goes into building up these stands. You can see the Maguire stand at the moment in construction, bags of gravel to go on the stand for the cars to be displayed on, counters being built. For us, just popping up a display stand and put some cars on it is easy compared to what a lot of these guys do, but it is their job and what they have to do for a living. So some lovely NSXs on a stand here. Great fan of these different sorts with the pop-up headlamps. Jaguar Enthusiast Club here, XJ6, and a really nice C-Type over there. Just going to have a quick look as the bonnet's up. Obviously you can get all your merchandise from the JEC here if you want it. Lovely E-Type t-shirts, Silk Cut Jag, Le Mans car t-shirts. Look at that, beautiful headers on there. Great car, one of my all-time favourites, this one. This is the Prescott Hill Climb stand. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Beautiful Bugatti. Missing a lot of it. Chassis number 4908 35A. Iconic vintage car, this one. Hopefully they're going to have a few more of those on this stand over the coming hours. We've got the Alvis stand with some lovely old vintage Alvises. Actually, these cars were built just a few miles away from where I went to school. Lovely to see them here. And the VSCC stand here this year. Some lovely old little racers. Actually offering, if you join this year, you get next year's membership absolutely free. Absolute bargain. Sam's detailing here this year with the Ralph Wall Rottweiler wide body 911. But actually, if you want to see a 911, look at this one. I really like this. Really kind of retro, Fuchs alloys, smooth rear spoiler on it, and in Gulf livery. And talking of Gulf livery, here's a nice 356 sitting in full Gulf regalia. A hardtop on this one. Topaz Dealing got a nice Ferrari here on their stand. It's a good test for it. Look at that. Oh, you see the weave of the carbon through it. Glorious. Nice little MX-5 coming into play here. Interesting, the cars that I remember as new are now coming to the Classic Car Show as classics, but yeah, well over 20 years old and deserve a place here. One of the modern classics, that one. So here's our stand, nearly there now. The guy's just finishing the final touches on it. Sean polishing his car. Dave's already machine polishing. Lots of the cars getting wrapped up for the evening. Capri stand here. Ford Model A's. And the early few of the Escort Cosworths. And here we go, proper touring car. Nice display stand here with the cutaway engine. See all the activity outside, loads of trailers, bringing all the cherished cars in. It really is a precision operation on build-up day. We're now in Hall 5. What a difference from this morning. A lot of stands all here and ready. Nicely presented cars. But my favourite's the old 2CV. An Austin J40 pedal car. One of the staples at Goodwood this year. There really is so much to see here that actually a day really isn't enough to do it. We actually go home after the weekend saying we didn't see it all, but we do have to spend some of the time on our stand. So. Corvettes of all eras, including a nice modern one here. Mustangs. And it's sort of the American zone now. A number of muscle cars. Now that's the way to transport your cars if only we've got the number of cars to put into a lorry like that. So we're in Hall 4 now. Bit of motorsport theme. You've also got the trade stands and auto jumble in here with the 6R4s. Some old classic race cars, including old Cortinas, Capris. Then moving through into some of the Japanese stuff with Celicas, MR2s. Some Subaru Imprezas making an appearance at the show this year. So a good turnout for the Auto Jumble as well this year. Both new and old spares here available for all classic enthusiasts. Now we're in Hall 3, and you can't come to the Classic Car Show without seeing the bomb bugs. Colour coordinated chopper on their stand this year as well. Some of the microcars here with Messerschmitts. Izettas over there as well. Luckily these guys can get quite a lot on their stand due to the size of the cars. Range Rover stand here, including one of the police Range Rovers. What's quite scary is actually the cars that I used to drive around with my dad driving when I was a child, and now the Classic Car Show probably shows my age. So a bit more British Leyland in this hall. What a sight that is, those two nose to nose. Lovely. So if you've got a few fans to spare, you could take some of these home potentially. Nice little Ferraris there. Just going over to have a look at the E-Type over here, which has got a ticket price, I think, of 97.5 grand, something like that. Yeah, 97.5 grand. Does look a very nice, tidy car. And on this stand, we've got an Aston Martin Signet, or Toyota Yaris as they're also known. Certainly not the price of a Yaris. Zagato Aston Martin. Very pretty Aston Martin race car. With that absolutely identifying yellow nose and green paintwork. Lovely colour that is. MGs, including a BRM 200, I think it is. Gilbert Owners Club with their stand here, 3 really nice cars on there. Club Lotus with the Bredvan Europa, really nice GT3 Esprit, Cortina over the back, and an Excel SE, like my dad had. These are quite nice, some of the Works Talbot Horizon rally cars. Sig Blomqvist, that one. John Top, this one. Now that is rather nice. Yeah, that one could certainly go home with me. And anyone who hasn't got a soft spot for a Mark 1 Mini, especially Cooper and Cooper S, look at this little beauty. So the Singer Owners Club stand all set up. What's quite interesting is Singer Owners were here at the original Classic Car Show 40 years ago, and Buttercup, the Yellow 9 Sports, also attended that show, so it's back again in all its glory. Actually a car that hasn't been restored since then, so still in the way it was from when it exhibited at the show. Beautiful black 9 Sports 4-seater as well. We've also got a Gazelle, and here we've got a Super 10 Saloon. So good selection on the stand. This one's showing some nice original patina, especially the interior. Seats are lovely in this car, you see. So there you go, thought I'd end it at the Goodwood stand. Got a J40 on there promoting members meeting and fellowship membership. I think this is going to be an amazing show, absolutely ram-packed with some absolute beauties of cars. So hopefully look forward to seeing you over the next few days. Hope you enjoyed the preview.